You want to manifest off a little baby girl who never had a chance in the world other than enslavement. Then you want to wake up two older versions of herself, decades apart, to make sure that you had enough of that baby to manifest off of to survive. And the old ladies that they woke up in the future are just versions of the baby that are desperately trying to survive. Because all of you want to manifest off one fucking person all day. And when it was too much for one person, you woke up two more versions of herself so they can go through the same terrible hell. Like, instead of getting your own fucking life, you whittled your God down till he was nothing. And then to top it all off, she was the only one that would fight for the freedom of slaves and also fight against child molesters and child rapists. Yep, it's just one good person doing all the right things while everyone else just sits back and watches and does their own thing, using that savior's life. So yeah, I could have been strong enough to save my mom, aka me, and my grandma. But all I got was a bunch of people that want to call me God and want to kill me. I'll never figure out how you find it iconic for God to give up his power because you feel that God owes you something, that you're lifeless without God. That is some true faith you have there, but it was never meant for me because I am not a God. So whatever faith you have fastened to my life, consider it nothing. Because I know I'm the only one that ever created a 9 in a year. And I know a bunch of very bad people got a hold of my technology through rape or whatever situation is going on in the world where people can pass down centuries of the same child to be enslaved while everyone else goes out and has fun. And then when I really start making a way for myself, then guess what happens? They want to invite demons into my life because they're all jealous that I'm Miss Popular and they've been dealing with demons their whole life. And they think that the demons are something I should have to face because I'm their God, which I'm not really their God. Or I'm just that jealous ass bitch. Or I'm just dealing with those jealous ass bitches that just want my life. So if your destiny was to play Sonic the Hedgehog and Pokemon all fucking day while you live at your parents' house and your parents pay the bills or you help pay your form of the rent or whatever, which I highly doubt anyone had the same price to pay as me to be living this well. And they want to throw me down and say I'm crazy, but I'm far from crazy, y'all the crazy ones. Y'all the ones that would be nothing without me. So maybe I do feel like I deserve a bit more respect since, I can save an entire world from utter doom just with my skills. And everyone else wants to amount to that, and it's a little embarrassing. Everyone else wants to amount to the greatness that was and is Kristen Jankowski. But they all fail to measure up. So quit waking up as me unless I know you. This isn't a free-for-all. This isn't for every nympho and sex addict and fucking child molester to fucking get involved in my fucking life, making it look ugly. And that's why I'm so wrathful, because I'm so young and I've done so much to earn respect and earn a good reputation and earn money. And no one else has done that at all. But they still expect to live my life. And then you want to bring losers just to top it all off to enjoy my life with me. Who the fuck invited you? And I'll never forget the blasphemy of my parents setting me out into the blistering hot sun for my face to be melted off as a baby, only for me to transcend 20 years into the future just to let somebody in the past know that there's a baby melting out in the sun and that I survived, and if you could just find me in time, that there is a glimmer of hope for me to live a good life. And they found me in a jiffy. And that's because I was good by times. Very conclusive savior database. I saved a bunch of people with time, and time saved me. But it's still the people enacting all those times that those people were saved. I saved a bunch of people, so I had time on my side. And they pretty much found me with my face melting off in the sun. And this guy who saved me from burning alive under the sun took me to his house, carried me in, and let me sleep until I felt better. And then want to know what they did to him? They took him to jail because my mom said that he stole her baby. I don't even know who my real mom is, but I don't trust her because she left me outside under a blistering hot sun that wanted to eat my face. And that sun still to this day believes true-heartedly that it's God, because all of you believed it was God, because it gave off an luminous light that you think guided you through all your days. When really it was just me and my eyes guiding you through all your days, and him trying to eat my face and eat my powers and eat my intelligence and eat my wonder and my dreams and everything that I found about the quality of my life for himself and his fucking gregarious appetite. So maybe you haven't seen as much fucked up shit as I have, but there's many people out there that have seen even more fucked up shit than I have. I can guarantee it. Because I still know that I lucked out big time when it comes to a lot of things. But if you think it's worth it to steal a 9-year-old girl's life just so you can have sex and a child with it when it ain't even your own intelligence, do you know how fucked up that makes you look? You're taking a 9-year-old girl life, soul, spirit, mind, beauty, pretending it's yours, stealing it so you can have a family because you're jealous of God and you think I'm God and you think God owes you something. Well, that's not very proper of you, first of all. I shouldn't have to read on a wall God is dead and then wonder how he died and then everything overloading on me because they think I'm God all of a sudden and then they want to kill me. Am I the God that's dead? That'd be pretty fucking sad. And no, I don't want a life of abundance that continues after any of my facets are distinguished. For the pure fact of I don't want to be reborn. I'm not looking for charity or any sort of pity when it comes to my life. I can handle myself just fine. It's y'all that need pity and y'all that need help handling your lives. So if I die, I'll put it simply for you. If I die, don't fucking fuck with me ever again. Because I know that life has the compatibility and the sustainability to be held onto forever, stored forever, comforted forever, taken care of forever. I know by the status of how pretty much is based on a foundation of comfort, that it ain't meant to be about war on this planet. So I don't know what the fuck brought in war, but it's really sad that, people pick on different countries because they have nothing better to do and they're too dumb to create something good out of Eyes and Ears, which is my science project. And they just want to hurt people with it. It's really embarrassing, actually. I understand that you have to have, your ducks in a row as far as protecting yourself. Because I'm all for that. But the only person you're killing out there is me. With every kill that you make. And no one cares about that. Want to know why? Because Kristen's family got rid of her at a young age. Kristen brought too much drama. Kristen was getting raped too much. Kristen brain won't stop exploding and she keeps forgetting everything because everyone wants to manifest her offer every fucking second of the day. I didn't make a life for myself to share it with other people. I made a life for myself so I could survive in any circumstance that I have beautifully. Then it became about everyone else and how they can rub it in my face that they got such a good deal of my intelligence. Like, it's so true that no man is strong enough out there to settle down with me, to create a business where we could actually make money off these things that these freeloaders want? Or is it just so joyous and gay up in here that we never have war and we all just want to steal God's stuff and get along fine, and we don't care if anyone even gets paid from it? It's our only happiness that we can all join in together, stealing a 9-year-old girl's life. Either way, it makes you look like a bunch of fucking hillbillies. Doesn't it? And that's both sides of the paper, dude. Them are even on each side. You can either be with me and make money, or you could just steal my life. I should be able to make my own money with my own senses, my own way, which I planned on doing, because all you all know how to do is throw a fucking hissy fit and complain and try to lock me up when I'm not servicing you. That's called enslavement. And you're too stupid to be enslaved. No one wants your skills in life. How the fuck does that feel? If there were a bunch of you on the earth, they wouldn't pick you to be their slave because you work like shit. You're uncreative. You have nothing going for you. And basically, you're a chump-ass, wimpy-ass bitch. Now, I know you want to minuscule me and minimize me to the size of a bite-sized nerd for Earth to bite on or life to bite on or whatever for all your kids to ingest and pass along as a big happy plan to stay alive. But the thing is, I don't even know what the fuck y'all considered God or a life before I came along. I don't think it existed. So I can kind of see how something good could have came of my work. But at the same time, all I'm used to is trying to rebuild my confidence ever since my head injury. You know, back up to the supremeness that it was when I loved myself. And then when everything was good. And then I hear people yelling at me, people slapping me across the face, people punching me in the face. My boyfriend wants to tell me he doesn't think that these superstars are stealing my lyrics when they definitely are. The world is full of lies. I don't have no support system because Sam chooses to believe these hypocrites over me. And that's why we're not rich. I don't have a support system. If I at least had someone on my side saying, you know what, Kristen, I do believe you that these monsters stole your lyrics and are making billions of dollars off of it with their half-ass, raspy-ass voice. I would hire my own singers if I had any power over my fucking life. This shit is dwindling out of fucking control. It's not fun being the savior when I don't get any credit for it. It's not fun being the cool girl when I don't get recognized and someone tries to steal my starlight. And it's really not fun when I'm not making my money that I wholeheartedly deserve to make. Now I can go back to pretending like I live my own life and that no one bothers me, and that I'm making a way for myself as a true survivor of my own skill set with no one backing me up, and it's me against the world, but I still pursue happiness and I still succeed. I could go back to pretending that nice and easy because I have responsibilities that I adhere to and make up for to my fans and to my people. I will always love my fans more than the average person because they're actually with me on the same page, listening to my tunes, getting groovy with it. As far as my potential goes, I never see that ending. And it's just amazing how jealous someone can get. How fucking jealous someone can get when they're not the main person in another person's life all of a sudden. And guys do that to girls all the time. They'll pretend like that girl is their main priority and then they'll turn around and lock her up in the mental hospital. It happened to me twice. My faithful boyfriend pretending to give everything to me and be in love with me, getting over me and throwing me away to the mental hospital to die. And at that point, I don't even want to link up with the guy after, because obviously they don't care. And they threw me away on purpose. And they expected me to never be able to get out. So that's why I keep an eye out for the people that heard my good word from inside that building. I reached out to the world while I was locked up in there. And I said, look, you're all gonna fucking die unless you let me out of here. And I let them play with that for as long as they wanted, until they got the fucking nerve to ask me what the fuck I meant by that. And if they got the fucking nerve to ask me what I meant by that, they were guided to a whole new plateau of understanding the world. A world where it's not so confusing to get around in. Because at that point, I didn't even care. I knew to get out of there, I would have to enslave myself to some sort of society. But I knew it would be a good society because I know it's socket and wrench to get somebody out of that fucking mental hospital. So I played my cards right, and I will continue to play my cards right for those people that actually reached out for me. But I still feel bad for all these rape victims that end up in the mental hospital after their boyfriends are done fucking them, realizing that their sperm can't emerge through that person anymore, realizing it's not going to turn into a baby that they can fuck, because everyone's too mentally retarded to have an actual baby, unlike me. And that's why I choose to keep my legs closed, because babies were never meant to be a part of this horrendous system of judicial jailing people just for smoking weed or eating meat at all. How the fuck do you eat a dead animal? So then I have to also deal with these demons that want to feed me chili in the middle of the night and hunt my stuffed animals. And I'm really starting to find it very not funny. You know who you are out there if you're fucking with me. I don't want chili, and I don't want to hump all night. Get a new hobby. Eating and fucking ain't on my fucking to-do list. And I'll say it till I'm blue in the fucking face. Because obviously, someone's being very sloppy with my life. So much that I barely have control over it anymore. And I don't want to have kids with anyone because I don't want them to be blessed with my blessings, my stuff. And you can just go ahead and pretend that I don't know that you took my stuff. What do you see me all happy over here and you want a piece of that? I don't think you're very cute or very flirtatious. I think you're fucking mentally retarded using my stuff. Maybe you were a cute baby, but babies grow up and get sick and tired of the same old thing and start blaming you for not having a fun enough life. No one stays happy forever. But if all the gods kept their stuff that people expect from the gods, I bet they'd stay happy forever. And I don't know what a fucking person or a people is or are. Because I don't know how the fuck anyone could be a person without recognizing yourself first.